that's when he got in, he finally made it out. It was like so jam-packed. And you haven't seen anything else. It was an assemblage of who is who in the Yoruba socio-political Afenifere. Seyi Makinde sent a representative. And just like that, like, it's like a big roll call. Yoruba want to show that some said that Mayegun na di kunkushi, na di. I said, well, that's, you have to like explain that. But you might be right, because I remember that the man that flew the flag of a supposed Yoruba political party, the first supposed authentic Yoruba political party, Alliance for Democracy, AD, the first presidential candidate, somebody that possibly could have been your first Democratic president in 1999, Olufalaye. But, Nigeria happened, okay? It wasn't the choice of the owners of Nigeria. So Obasanjo was the choice. So Falaye, that represented the Yorubas, won the elections of the Yorubas, but he didn't become president. Life happened to Baba Falaye after that. Baba became, maybe I should just say it, just say it as it is. Baba became political jobber after that. Like, to survive, to live, to sustain the old age, and all that stuff, right? He would need to have to soil his own hands. He floated a new political party, SDP, after Alliance for Democracy, right? And he became a prominent, maybe, I don't know if he's the founder, or he's just one of the founders, but he shall become one of their, So in 2011, Naso Baba collected the own rubber from Jonathan of PDP, right? But now the 2015 own can't open the yansh of our supposed elder statesman. Again, I don't want abuse, because they say I don't know that. I mean, I like to abuse, but I'm not abusing. I'm just saying it as it is, kind of, yeah. Now 2015 can open a yansh when anyone can collect a follow-up payment from Jonathan. This time around, they sent him to Dasuki. Dasuki cut him small cake. When Bokwari and APC, Egbe, including Tinubu and Co, when they came in, they come, they drag Baba, said, Drossi, Baba Olufalaye. Baba, you collected money. Come here. You collected money from Jonathan 2015. You are supposed to be SDP party leader. How come you can't sell your party, collect 500 million? Baba, come here. Meanwhile, they said that Baba collected like 1 billion. Oh, no, sorry, 500 million. Okay. So when they gave Baba 500 million in Abuja, when Baba got to his, when he got to Akure, he picked up the phone and he said, hello, I just came back from Abuja. He called the meeting of SDP leaders to tell them the return of Abuja. What is the report? Why did the president say he won't see you? So Baba returned to Akure, call his other SDP leader, South SDP leader, Nigeria. Baba contacted them, say, Jonathan call is asking for their support. But he talks saying no to get money. Say, may them manage 200 million. As him be so, as the elder, he no need any shishi. May them take him, but he go advise them how to share the money from Jonathan. You will give 100 million to the party. And you elders, you can go and share 100 million. Me, no. I'm an elder. I don't want to get myself involved in, thank you, Baba. Thank you, Baba Olufalaye. Kẹpẹ fún wa o, ẹ̀yin àgbàlagbà, ẹ̀pẹ́ o, ẹ̀gbó o, agbára Ọlọ́run, gbogbo iṣẹ́ tẹ́ ń ṣe fúnlẹ̀ Yorùbá á jẹ́ o, gbogbo ìyà tẹ́ jẹ, Ọlọ́run á ṣe lójú ẹ̀mí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. All those fake aduras that some of you are praying, ojú ayé aduras. Some of us know say they be ojú ayé aduras, alátẹnujẹ ló pọ̀ jù nù yín. Or just dumb ignorant. You know what I mean? Like dumb ignorant who actually don't have a clue. It's either of the two. Or you know what is going on. Nah, tenujẹ òṣì ẹnu yín yẹn àgbà ya àgbà òfò yìí. I don't want to abuse or insult anybody. I didn't mention names, okay? Baba collected 500 million, delivered 200 million. Now, when the normal, maybe that was what he did in the 2011. We don't know. Now, when they tell Baba, say, Baba, EFCC, they come, they go bring an coffee. How much you collect? We are reading it in the paper that you collected 1 billion. No, I did not collect a dime. How dare them? I just supported Jonathan as a father to son. You know, the usual initial gra. IGG. Olufalaye, our elder statesman, about. You see, the reason why sometimes I don't have any respect for some of these people, and some of you will say you need to respect elders. I agree. We have to respect elders, right? But how do you respect thieves? No, can you call your father thieves? My father didn't collect money from politicians to deceive his own people. He never did that. If your papa be one of them, then you will say, are you trying to call my papa thief? Just say that now, your papa be the thief. My papa no get that chance. Your papa is because your papa no get chance. Oh, now your papa get the chance, Abi. You consider the complaints in Nigeria was, you the mentor. Me and you, the complaints in Nigeria was, everything was. All this bad. So your papa not thief. Where they collect part of the share, Abi. You can't look at me and say, your papa, is it because your own papa no collect from it? That's why you are angry. Should I be happy if my papa Anyway. Baba, you collected 1 billion. No, I will never. What is all this nonsense? It's blackmail. I'm going to sue the Nation newspaper. I'm going to sue Punch. Baba, no, if you sue anybody. But it's okay. Yeah. Baba, you better call Abuja. If they come, Akure come pick you. The old people not gonna say you they tell the truth. Go Abuja now. Baba quickly go Abuja and he said, it's true. Something just, something happened. But Baba, now 500 million you collect. What's happened to the 300 million? Let me explain. That's what I want to explain to you, my son. I'm trying to explain to you that, so, do you understand? Papa, you don't say anything now. Which one is like this, and then do I understand what? What happened to 300 million? That's how Olufalaye, deranked himself. For those who are smart, but for those of you who are like future thieves, awaiting criminals, those of you are waiting for your turn. Nigeria, turn by turn, Nigeria Limited. One way they once told me, you this Mayegun, we'll wait for you in the future. So you think you have a big mouth, you can talk to our leaders anyhow. One day you come back home and say you want to contest for something. I say, oh, Loshi, by the time somebody like me will say I want to come and contest, you won't even see. Hunger is the reason why you are all suffering Stockholm syndrome in Nigeria. The fear of hunger has made many of you to bury your brains. And because of that, by the time somebody like me say, okay, make myself go rob them. You see, I do live broadcast. My videos are like in thousands. You can quote me anytime. There's nothing I'm saying right now that I can't say anytime. Do you understand? I have told you, if you see my poster anywhere and say, Mayegun for governor, I just want to take my own turn. Do you understand what that means? They come, you know what I mean? In this, your Nigeria, turn by turn Nigeria Limited. I'm not coming to fix your life. Forget it. Because I will never have that chance of fixing your life. The job I'm going to be given is to make your life worse. Do you get that? You this Mayegun, you're abusing our leader. Only la one leader only look what you know one. We return nishe and we are elders. Whatever the elders see sitting down. A small boy cannot stand. If he climb down to 10,000 story, last, the 300 million where they no fit collect from Olufalaye hand. Now the Fulani terrorist kidnap him on his own farm. Baba. Sorry, Jare, Baba. That one is not something I have to laugh at you. But they hear that you collected 500 million from Jonathan. Then cut the deal behind the scene. They say, may they no harass you. You be elder statesman. May they do you jeje. You said you will return some of it. I don't know, maybe you return everything or not. So the kidnappers in Yoruba land brought in by Fulani terrorist Bokwari, as well as Tifnumbu, APC, Egbekegbe. They kidnapped Falaye 2 times. 2 times they kidnapped him. Breaking news, they have kidnapped the pro-Yoruba Afenifere leader, Olufalaye. Hey, may they no kill this baba. That is the result. That's why I said everything you do have consequences. So if I see Olufalaye talking again, as old as he is, sorry, Obaba, as old as you are, your words don't really mean anything. But in Nigeria, they mean a lot to somebody like Tinubu, especially for the photo op in a place that he believed that many of you, I mean, they pay your hospital bill. Some of you don't even feed well anymore. I have to put you on a monthly stipend for the past 3, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years. You have to pay me back. Emi Lokan. Do you remember that? This message from Tinubu actually covered the Afenifere, the Yoruba, the Ohanese, and everybody who was eating from his hands. Just same way he reminded them in Ogun State. We are coming back to Ondo again. Just a flashback.
Tí o bá sí àwa èmi tí ń dúró wájú yìí tí ń lérí ogun tí ní òkè Buhari nìṣó ká máa bá lọ. Kò lè di president. Ó ṣe kìíní olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kejì olùlẹ̀. Ó ṣe kẹta olùlẹ̀. Ó tiẹ̀ sunkún lórí tẹlifíṣàn. Pé láyé òun ò tún rán mọ́ mo dẹ̀ lọ báńkà tó lẹ́wọ̀ àárọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀kún kọ́ lélẹ̀ àdúró tiẹ̀ wàá dẹ̀ wọlé nǹkan kan ní pé o ò ní fọ̀rọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá ṣeré ó dẹ̀ gbà àtijọ́ tó yẹ ti débẹ̀ mi ò gba mínísítà mi ò gba contract. Mi tọrọ ọbẹ̀, mi tọrọ gàrí, mi tọrọ fúra lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀, mi dẹ̀ ìyàwó ń bẹ̀. Ó wá ní lọ́tẹ̀ yìí o, Yorùbá ló kàn. Tá a bá dẹ̀ sa Yorùbá náà, èmi ló kàn. Eléyìí tí mo protect àwọn ọmọ tí mo gbé dání tó èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe present. Mi ò fẹ́ kán pa mí mọ́tàn.
Kọlu èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe president. That's so Kọlu started playing the card of Yorùbá ló kàn. Even if you want me to sing an anthem, kí ló fi ń ṣe èèyàn. Ó yá, ọmọ Oòduà dìde Kọlu. That is the anthem. Tinubu is his own turn to use Yoruba as his own political survival card, even if the Yorubas are bleeding and will continue to bleed simply because of the greed of this selfish few. But seems like now your destiny. Olufalaye, Chief Olufalaye, elder statesman in Yoruba and English, reminded Tinubu that they would rather stay alive and wait for him to bring the trophy, which is to become president. As Tinubu said, he said, "Èmi ló kàn, èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe president or president."
Stand ready. The Bashemo at 84. Go do Jimmy, let it go down. I'm on Holomba Kuwa Asheton to make that available. I've always said that to past governments of Nigeria. Unlike most Nigerians, like most of you here, I have spent my entire life serving Nigeria. So my life is invested in the Nigerian project. So apart from being a citizen interested in the success of the nation, as a public officer throughout my life, I don't want my life's investment to be wasted. Oh, yes. So I have a double reason for wishing Nigeria well. I wish you well. When you bring the trophy, I'll be here sitting by Baba. About the we'll be here far beyond the inauguration.
Like it's a done deal, Bola. Don't worry. It's a done deal. We are going to be here. Like they said, just like he said, they all have investments in Nigeria. They are all drawing money one way or the other, secretly, publicly. Some of them you don't know, some of them you do, right? If you cut off Nigeria today, now these people go first bleed to death. Now, so you go, they see somebody where they call chief, or you they call a rich man, senator. When they will begin to sell off everything they managed to steal from Nigeria or gain from serving Nigeria. You see, I served Nigeria all my life, and they wish Nigeria well, they say. They all say they wish Nigeria well. She not the country where you wish well. Now, so it's supposed to be. If you ask Boko Haram, he will tell you, I wish Nigeria well. If you ask Pastor Ruga, he would say, I wish Nigeria. If you ask all these criminals, they will say they wish Nigeria well. But the country where they wish well. Now, so they be. Is that how a country that the leaders actually really wishes well? Is that how the country looks like? Is that how it? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we don't know how much they pay Falaye, but I can tell you this free of hand. Like, Falaye is Yoruba, Tinubu is Yoruba, okay? But all that in there, they don't come for free. You can take that to the bank, okay? However, there's this guy who came. Is the deputy governor to Seyi Makinde, right? And I think I have a clip. Yeah, I think I do, where he's introduced. Listen.
Represented Deputy Governor Bayolawa. Yeah, Excellency. This symbolizes that when Yoruba lójó kò wí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ kọ́ là ń sọ. Yoruba fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀.
Yoruba fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá a bá sọ níbi àṣẹ máa gùn ni. Ọmọ na money dey talk o. That's why they said that whatever money cannot do, more money will do it. Do you understand that? So let's hear from Mr. Deputy Governor representing Seyi Makinde. Okay, listen to him.
Wọ́n ní kí wọ́n ṣojú àwọn torí pé lánàá the current CJN of Nigeria Olúwakáyọ̀dé Ariwọlá ṣe reception fún gbogbo àwọn Supreme Court justices lọ́dẹ̀ wà nìbàdàn títí di àárọ̀ yìí ìdí nìyí tí wọ́n ṣe lè wá bí wọ́n ní kí n tọrọ gáfárà ṣùgbọ́n ní pàtàkì jùlọ wọ́n ní bàbá lídà wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ló pe àwọn wọ́n ẹ̀dẹ̀dẹ̀ pé àwọn kọ́mọ̀jẹ̀ wọn ní pè mo láti wá síbí láti ṣojú gómìnà so bàbá mi náà nìyí o. Nọ́mbà 2 nígbà tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá là ń sọ adẹ̀ láti ṣojú gómìnà so bàbá mi náà nìyí o. Nọ́mbà 2 nígbà tó jẹ́ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá là ń sọ adẹ̀ ní àṣà àlétò nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ẹ̀yin bàbá wa ó ṣe bí òwe o ẹni tọmọdé bá ṣubú àwọ̀ wájú tágbà bá ṣubú àwọ̀ ẹ̀yìn kí ló ń wò lẹ́yìn mo rò pé aṣíwájú ló wá sọ kí níyẹn ní bí 2004 nìbàdàn ṣe meeting South West AG wọ́n ní okùn kan tó kọ́ àgbàlagbà lẹ́sẹ̀ ló ń wò lẹ́yìn. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tẹ́ bá ń ṣe nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá tí ì pe Ọ̀yọ́ sí tó pé ẹ dá mi lóhùn o ìdí nìyí tí a fi ara wa hàn lónìí ẹ sì rí i pé látìgbà tí gómìnà wa lọ́yọ̀ state tó jẹ́ ọmọ gbogbo tó ti di gómìnà kò fi ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣeré kò sígbà tí bàbá pè wọ́n tó ń jẹ́ wọ́n pè kò sígbà tó ń ṣe nǹkan bóyá lábẹ́ Afẹ́nifẹ́re àbí lábẹ́ ìgbìmọ̀ míì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tí ẹnjìníà Mákindé tí ó kù ń dá sí. Now, ẹgbẹ́ ò pa wá pọ̀ o ṣùgbọ́n ìran pa wá pọ̀. Níbi eléyìí báyìí iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n wá fi sí mi lẹ́nu ni pé ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ìtẹ̀ bá ń ṣe àwọn fọwọ́ sí.
Clear and non-hugging. Clear and non-hugging. And we promise you, sir, that we follow Asiwaju here after the election with the trophy, and you will be alive. We are proud of Asiwaju's achievement. We are proud that he's from our race, but he's a Nigerian. And we will file behind him to ensure total victory come February by the special grace of God. We won't disappoint you. And with Asiwaju in the saddle, a ship will sail into safe harbor in the mighty name of Jesus. And our prayer is that you'll be alive to witness this. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Soho ba za ka iya ba. Soho ba za ya iya ba. Soho ba za ka iya ba. Nauyi ba zai sauke ba. Soho ba za ka iya ba. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Tana da saukin ci tubus tubus. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Gyaɗa tubus tubus ko ko gyaɗa marau marau. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Ku ji sakarcin masu tsintsiya. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Sai ku sa masa namkin da rariya. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Kasa dole su nuna turjiya. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus. Hannuwa na ga suna mamar mamar. Ga gyaɗa tubus tubus.
APC ta bare.
Ga gyaɗa tubus
Na ka shi ke ba da kai gida.
Ga gyaɗa tubus
Gwamnatin rashawa da halin guda.
Ga gyaɗa tubus
Yanzu dai za ku kife a gargada.
Ga gyaɗa tubus
Dole ganga a hada da amada.
He's singing his praise. So wait till the guy they sing. If you understand them, honestly speaking, you probably will say, "My ego, come on, remove him now." But we'll come back to that. So Ondo State was a rap. That's what they will say. Ondo was a rap. today, Tinubu had what he paid for, and he got the home comfort that will make him feel like indeed. I mean, what else do you need? Is the one who actually pulled the most, the most people in Yoruba land together to give that endorsement. But the man that is going to work with Tinubu doesn't even believe in what these Afenifere are known for. Restructuring? Nah, restructuring my put.
And we are competing with armed robbers.
Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality of governance. Let's work for the people.
To hell with restructuring. To hell with the restructuring my put. You as Yorubas, they are telling you restructuring, how to make your life better is when Nigeria is restructured, so that Tinubu and Co can deliver what they promised you in 2015 and you believe them. Anyway, if you can believe somebody like this, who am I to question what you believe again?
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption. For over 5 million army of boot camps. We create our food. That's money for the farmers. That's consumption for the soldiers and skill development. Don't call them illiterate. Don't talk about illiteracy. Anybody who can own gun, who can handle gun, who can cock gun and clean the chamber and cock and shoot is technically competent to repair a tractor in the farm.
Yes or no? Anybody who can cock a gun, who can clean the gun, can fix a tractor in the farm. Do you get that? So Baba is telling you that all you have to do is recruit 50 million youths into the army. Some of them will be growing the cassava, agbado, gari, and the rest of that. Others will be cleaning, will be shooting guns to fight the terrorists. You will develop skills. You can repair tractor and the rest. Almost 5 million. China said no get 5 million soldiers. But again, it is what you have. Have you listened to Obi? Obi is someone that if you want to gbadu him, just talk about numbers. Okay, how you can use number, right, to solve problems is so good in that. But I beg you, take him to the nitty-gritty of what is actually the reason why Nigeria is unable to utilize a number or even our own resources to better our own people. Right? The reasons why, which is beyond just what they are stealing. The money you see them stealing, right? That's traditional. There is deliberate reason why Nigeria should not grow. Nigeria should not attain its growth. It is deliberate. As long as it is together like that. It's, they are packaging a thief. Anyway, that happened. The people, the two pair who want to, who are like Emiloko in Yoruba and the rest, up north, they are not campaigning for they are not campaigning for Tinubu per se. Some of them they said they are campaigning for Shetima because according to them, now this guy go could be your president. So now you want restructuring nonsense that they have been saying since the birth of your own parents. Your parents, when they are like in their teens, they have been hearing about Nigeria restructuring, and the Yorubas, Southerners have been the forefront campaigners for restructuring in Nigeria. Many of those who campaign for restructuring, some of them have become governors, they have become a minister, senator, here and there. Everybody just claim out, what's restructuring? Restructuring my puts. And this guy, could be your next vice president.
Elon Musk is talking about constricting the journey from London to New York to 31 minutes. But unfortunately, the topical issue in Nigeria is restructuring. Restructuring my foot. To hell with restructuring. Let's improve on the quality.
To hell with it. And that's it. I mean, it's not hiding it. It belongs to the power block and is more kind of positioned to be your next vice president. I don't have control over that. Somebody wanted me to talk about Showore. I have told you, okay? So many of you who still come onto Mayegun's Diary Political, right? And you are still here trying to think that talking about APC or people destroying people, right? And not talking about others, right? Is being biased. I have told you, I am 100% biased against the rigged system, the establishment, every player in it, whether they are in PDP, APC, Labour, or anywhere you find them. For Showore, Showore hasn't done anything wrong to any one of you. And I've said it many times that one of the first places he told us that if you go out there to go and get a PVC because of their charade election, what you are getting is called poverty validation card. In essence, he agreed with us on this platform that your election, your charade that you call election, a waste of time, waste of life, waste of resources that will end up leading you to the same, what do you call it, the same destination, is a waste of time. And until the people are allowed to decide if they actually want election or they want to discuss their, their involvement and the participation in a country that they have told them all their lives is their country, but they have no idea how it's been run because they have no clue where they belong to in there. So when Showore turned around and said he wants to be president again, it is out of respect of, you know what? Good luck, Mr. Showore. Okay? So rather than us trying to say, this is what you want to do, this is what you don't want to do, this is what you're doing and all of that, yeah? In our own temple here, to us, Showore is not running for president that needs us here because it would just be like us walking back on our words, which is something we don't do. Then talking about being biased, I can tell you that the characters that make up your Al-Qaeda People's Congress, who currently hold your lives, your affair, and they have ruined it. They are mostly responsible for everything that is happening in Nigeria and everything that people are getting away in that place as well. Now, if something is going to change, talking about law and order, respecting your law, obeying it, and then punishing those who violate your law and the rest of, if they are a good example, today, corruption would have probably almost to near zero. Abi? Your, what do you call it? Your law, so to say, should I say, all the record of the abuses, assaults, the killings, and all that comes with these criminals, right? And the fact that you can't even stage your displeasure in your own country, they ensured of that. So they are responsible for that. But some of you are olori brukus, like the people you defend as well. Sometimes when you come here to come and look for just, or should I say fear presentation against the people who wake up every day and go to bed every night, and what they do and think is how to ruin your life. And if you don't believe it, look at what they have done to you in the last 8 years. Do you actually really think I'm going to sit down here and start telling you about what Showore will likely make your life be, or what Obi will make your life be, or what Atiku is going to make your life be, when I can actually spend all my night to tell you how dumb and how foolish many of you are defending the same people who have ruined everything that you could probably hold on to in Nigeria. The division you are witnessing today in Nigeria is the handiwork of APC. The poverty you are witnessing in Nigeria today is the handiwork of APC. The legalization of corruption in Nigeria today that you are witnessing is the handiwork of APC. The ethnic cleansing, tribal cleansing, and tribal profiling, gaslighting that you are witnessing today in Nigeria is the handiwork of APC. The terrorism that is enveloping Nigeria today, we all know this story. Do you really want me to now say, oh, Atiku should have come and help you defend the terrorists and chase them away? Or do you want me to come and discuss how Obi did not do his best to help you end insecurity or end poverty in Nigeria? That's why I say some of you don't take responsibility, by the way. Do you get that now? So don't come on to my Egun's Diary Political and ask for what do you call it? And ask for fear. What do you call it? They call it fear present. Fear treatment. Showore has never signed a check, okay, that looted your money, ever. He's never been part of those who discussed your budget. He's never been part of delegation who borrowed money on your behalf. He's never written any law for you that you can say, but Showore also did this. The only offense of Showore is that he spent almost all his life fighting the criminals that many of you are worshiping. And you continue to worship them. That is his offense. Do you get that now? So there's no way you can bring him in except if you want to have somebody to blame for your unfortunate existence. But blame Showore too now. How? That is the one that made your electricity generation impossible. That is the one that increased your unemployment in Nigeria. Blame Obi too. Obi, when Obi was Anambra, Olori Bruku ni say. You don't get it. You don't get it. So you have 7 years where you have a fake law. Then you have you have a jihadist government right before your eyes. You watch them. They destroyed your economy. You watch them, right? They looted you blind. You watch them. You watch them. They are profiling other people in Nigeria, killing them, just giving reasons to kill them. You see all of this. Now, everywhere is divided. People don't like themselves anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah? People can't tolerate themselves anymore. Your political representatives are every day fueling this division because that's where their power comes from. So you, Olori Brukwashiris, now want me to talk about Atiku. Why Atiku is not stopping the division of it's not Yawiri. That's why I said that, when people destroying people, when they were there, right? Before they metamorphosed into APC. When people destroying people were there, they had a chance for 16 years to put Nigeria on the path of true federalism. The one that would have doused the tension that this one Nigeria has created. They know about it, but they didn't do anything. Rather, they mortgaged our future as well. But they were not as divisive as this mindless and heartless rogues that you call the APC. Some of you don't know that you probably don't even have empathy. The moment you say, I am not a APC member, but I just like Olori Bruku. Oh, come on. Some of you don't know that over time, once it's Sonny Denito, you are cold-hearted. You have no empathy. You have no sympathy. You have no real feeling. The only thing you feel, or in fact, what makes you feel joy is when you see people hurting in agony. And you can laugh and say, yes, they are being punished. So for 7 years, they divided Nigeria. For 7 years, they skyrocketed or escalated the level of insecurity in Nigeria across, it. In 7 years, over 80 million of you became jobless. In 7 years, over 128 million of you falls into the despicable basket of poverty. You became poverty capital of the world. So you want me to come and sit down here? And start talking about, because I want to talk about, well, if I choose, I want to talk about APC. The Olori Bruku Al-Qaeda People's Congress. Then you want to feel like I should not be by. I have chosen the category by category. If you, what is going on in Nigeria today, if you want to see a difference where there is law and order, where there is actually like a national cohesion, unity, punishment for corruption, right? Where policemen are actually like a duty bound and doing what they have to do. Where politicians are being held responsible for their own misdemeanors and the rest of that, right? Where law and order is in place, where everybody actually feels like something is running. Do you think Nigeria will be this divided? Do you really think so? But the politicians who did all of this are saying you are overreacting and you already licking their asses. You want me to not be biased? They are killing innocent people. I should not be biased. To APC. If na Peter Obi tomorrow, if na Peter Obi, you make your press idiot. Are you with me? Now waiting they happen. Will end up on his own head as well, and everybody around him. But you know, because it is Nigeria, this is the reason why I've been telling people, don't waste your time. Do not waste your time. Nigeria is destined for doom in the hands of these rogues. But when I say doom, it means that the whole contraption is not sustainable. So when you finish lying to yourself, eventually the bubble will burst. When the bubble finally bursts, everybody will go their separate ways. It's not because we seriously want that, but because the act and the actions of the criminals in charge of Nigeria, everything they do every day, in open and in secret, they are the ingredient that will break up Nigeria. Not me, not you, not what you say, not what you don't say. You can pray for Nigeria from now till eternity. When they continue with what they are doing, the bubble will burst. It's just that I don't know if you are ready for it. So whether Natif could make your president, whether Naobi, whether Natif Numbu, you are headed for the same iceberg. And you know what happened? When your ship hits the iceberg, it will sink. That's what I see. Because you know what? You cannot build something on nothing. They have managed to hold on to this for so long. But it's all lies. But they are coming now and coming together and coming together. And when they come together, finally, like make the whole sense, boom, they'll go their separate ways. Do you get that now? So don't worry about me. I mean, they are already cooking, they are already cooking Atiku for you. But there's something that is actually so ridiculous, by the way. Wait, there's this picture from Ondo, right? Where the elders have prayed for Tinubu. Some of them are in their 90s and 80s, so they are never going to be here, okay? When your dollar turned to 1,200 naira, 1,500 naira to £1 or 1,000 naira to $1, you will leave it, you will suffer it. So yeah, good luck with that. But there's something that has been like a jolting me. I don't know if it's just me or some of you have actually noticed as well, right? Atiku is in America. Agreed. Yeah? Atiku in America, and we have seen him with one woman, which they said she is undersecretary in somewhere in America, ministry, whatever. But I've been asking myself, like, I mean, normal, okay, right? Is in America. We should have seen the video of him addressing the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. I've been searching for that. I haven't seen any. Even Dino Melaye, he has posted a video where he's telling people that APC no get shame. They're not supposed to campaign. But I never seen any clip of Atiku in America. Any video of Atiku addressing a meeting, doing something, talking about his program, talking about his security, all that stuff they said he's going to do. In Nigeria, come on. You see me, it's just that most of the time, na me una they come here, can't they vent your anger on. Okay, now me you go come here, can't they blame me, can't they abuse me, can't they attack me for waiting I no do, but for waiting these people for waiting these rogues cook where they can't they serve you. I mean serve all of you. So when you can't chop on, when the belly they turn you, you come to my eguns dairy political. When I start talking, you start blaming me. Shut up your mouth. You just sit down abroad. What have you done for us? What have you done for the poor people? Turn around. Like that. Then you come here to come and vent your frustration on me, blame me, say things, and say this one is the person who want to destroy Nigeria. This my ego is the one who want to break and the rest of that. I'm used to that. I'm used to that, right? But I'm asking you now, because I know that whether na Obio, whether na Atiku, whether na Tinubu, you are headed for the same rock. Some of you are not prepared for this. But don't worry. Una go live and experience them. Atiku is in America. And we haven't seen anywhere that Atiku is addressing the American Congress or American this and telling them, you know, they said he's talking about security in Abuja, insecurity in Abuja, so they are discussing everything in America right now. He's meeting with wait, I can't see me say, like, is Atiku is now meeting with the people he left Nigeria with? I don't understand. Do you? I got this picture when he arrived. Like somebody will won't go meeting. Yeah? They say this person now under secretary, like somebody will be deputy secretary or deputy minister or something in America, in Washington. Right? Then they were telling, okay, we're going for a meeting. Everybody, motion picture. Oh, yeah, sorry, shawani on aware. You know that this shamini on aware is a special photography request. Okay? If you go to, listen, if you go to a party, right? If you go to any party and you see a photographer, so the photographer is now everywhere taking pictures. Now you can tell the photographer and say, see, my brother, come here. You can just get maybe 20 pounds or 10 pounds or $10 or $100. Depends how rich you are. Me, now I will give you 5 pounds if I give you any at all, but I won't give you anything because I don't get money. I'll wrap you. But come now, are you the official photographer? I say, yeah, you are. My brother, if you do me one favor, what do you think about this outfit? Say, Baba, you look good, oh. This one go good for portrait too. About kill a few. Why should brother? Sorry, Shaminiona we are. I go just pretend say I dey talk. You go just Shaminiona we. Shaminiona we be marrying. I will choose any fine one. Now, so Atiku enter somewhere. We don't know the place. They say, oh yeah, much action. Unaware. They pretend to say that they talk. So, you know, so we pretend like we are talking, going for a meeting. We do all of that, you know, all that stuff. Then after the meeting, let us take a group picture. We've discussed about Nigeria. Now the people who left Nigeria be this now. Are this not the same people who left Nigeria? So Atiku went to America to go and meet the same people he left Nigeria with. If you have the answer, you can send it to me. I mean, I want to see all of that. He's in America. You like to see him with other other Nigerians. They be Nigerians are not there Washington again. They don't invite you or they don't pay you. I'm not sure if they will pay or not. So Reno Mockery was there as well. So I want to see things. I mean, Reno should take pictures, take videos to show Atiku in meetings. But the pictures they are sending are the pictures of Atiku meeting Tambua, Atiku meeting Saraki, Atiku meeting Dino, Atiku meeting Reno. Waiting they happen. Waiting the stop now. It's all validation. Just let's get the validation. We'll go our way. Okay. So I bet that's exactly what they are doing. Showore Gashi, somebody is asking for you, is asking of you from me today. Showore is my brother, is my friend, and I personally kind of wish him well. I wish him all the best in whatever he chooses as well. But I know that at the moment he chooses Nigeria to rescue Nigeria and the rest of that, to us, out of respect, we just took him out of the bracket like, Baba, why you can't do like this now? But they say there are other Nigerianists in the revolution, in the movement, and out of respect, they have to keep them together, and they call it Showore Magashi. Do you know how long it took me to even remember the guy's name? That's Showore's vice. That's how much to let you know that to us, now February 25, I've been at February 30. No, sorry, February 28. All this, I won't be president, I don't want to be president. Showore will be back to us. Are you with me? And Aluta go continue. Because they don't tell us, say, Tinubu go be your president. But it's going to further trivialize and then divide Nigeria. So everybody will come back to the trenches, Abi, whatever happens. Now, Atiku is there. I don't know. Apart from just the change of clothes and the rest, right? We don't know who is Atiku talking to. And what is Atiku telling them after meeting them for the fact that we are following everybody everywhere. We chase everybody. Say, wait till that will talk. Mayego, you don't hear? Like Obi told them in Lafia that Nigeria, 200 million people, did not qualify for World Cup. Which kind of failure be that? Hey! With that, they say, China supposed to go World Cup every 4 years. So I've been every 2 years, I don't know. FIFA World Cup, sha. They say China supposed to go, India supposed to go. But nevertheless, they say Obino de Pechishi. We're still able to pull this crowd.
That's the right thing.
People don't like her. They don't like that thing. They say, how could Obi? I say, well, why don't you go and listen to Kalu? At Obi, at Atiku, at Kalu, you don't know. It's called, like anywhere where you run, they go catch you. You know that thing? You are still within the perimeter of the owners of Nigeria. You know they go anywhere. You be experimental, what's it called, a lab rat or lab experimental species. That's what most of you are in Nigeria. That's what they will say, and others. Showre, and others. You know, you others be the Nigerians, others. I mean, now they will say, you know that guy, that Mayegun. They say 39 people were kidnapped along Lagos. You know they've kidnapped people on Lagos about the expressway the last 2 days. They're asking for 100 million. I'll give you the full details when I have them, right? But if you read the news now, even me, we just get 60,000 people subscribers. I'll be 70,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah, I still get media presence. So if they kidnap me and you know what they will say? They will say that Scotland-based YouTuber, I don't know what they will call me, but they will say Mayegun and 95 others have been kidnapped in the last 1 week along Lagos by the expressway alone. Everybody goes still say, I know that guy, that Mayegun, I know that guy. But you, the feel know you. That's exactly what Nigeria has become. And we said, listen, we know ourselves. Even if they don't know us, we know ourselves. In 2023, they say they won't do census. They won't sign you maybe another 20, 30 years slavery. You will participate in that, Abi, but you won't participate in a campaign that says the Yorubas, the Igbos, the Biafrans, the Ijos, the Efik, the Shakiris, the Anopes, and the full, everybody should have a say if they still want to be part of Nigeria or not, and under what conditions. You don't want to do that, Abi? But next year, they are going to ask you to come and, count them, census. Abi? And then the result will come out. They will tell you that you are nothing but a pencil in the hand of the North. Anything where they won't take you right, they go take you right. They talk to your papa, they go talk to your own Omo. The Igbo governors who felt like, it be like say this whole thing, don't they go out of, maybe not, maybe it's just one of those, let's just meet. They met today because of Nnamdi Kanu. For me, they call me a revisionist. In like to the dig. I'll tell you, the last time Nnamdi Kanu met with Igbo governors in Enugu, you know what he told them? He wasn't asking them for money. It wasn't, even though they were promising him everything, we were told. He was asking them to please use their position to defend Igbo land, protect Igbo people, and put the interest of the Igbo people as the cardinal point of everything they do, starting with security. Nnamdi Kanu, they beg that people should, your governors and everybody, right? They should fight for the place of the Igbos in Nigeria and concentrates more in developing Igbo land, and most importantly, secure Igbo land, which Nigeria will not do. He told them, he said, they are coming for us, and our people are going to pay for this. Because he rejected what they offered him, they gave them the go-ahead to go and kill him. This was in 2017, when Nnamdi Kanu met with Igbo governors. Although the aftermath of that was that he should be killed, but they didn't succeed. A refresher of about 4 years ago. So listen to this.
Please don't block. You should come down.
Your Excellency, our very dear host, the Governor of Enugu State, Right Honorable Ubuani, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Anambra State, representing the Governor of Anambra State, our brother Dr. Ken, the other two governors outside the country and agencies, our very dear brother and the leader of IPO, Prince Nnamdi Kanu, our father, one of our fathers in Igbo land, Professor Ben Wapese, SAN, our brother again, Evangelist Elliot Boko, and the press. This is a communique resulting from our meeting today with the leader of IPO. So, communique of the Southeast Governors Forum issued today, 30th of August 2017 in Enugu. The Southeast Governors today, the 30th of August 2017, met with the leader of IPO, Prince Nnamdi Kanu, together with Professor Ben Wabese, SAN, and Evangelist Elliot Boko. The meeting deliberated on a number of demands of IPO and noted their concerns accordingly. However, the meeting agreed that these demands by IPO should not be absolute. Rather, the Southeast governors shall immediately engage the leader of IPO, Prince Nnamdi Kanu, and the entire leadership of IPO to further meetings and dialogue with a view to quickening the resolutions of all issues amicably. And we also request from all concerns to give the Southeast governors the opportunity to.
That's what he was reading. How do you think I started calling Devumai Devil Humai? How do you think I came by that name? It's because I've been following this Biafra thing for so long, when it wasn't really popular for a Yoruba man to say it is an injustice they're actually doing to these people in the name of trying to stop them from getting Biafra. Listen, the reason why they are killing them is not because they don't want them to get Biafra. It is simply because those killing them are doing so to satisfy their own revenge urge, something they were so happy to do when they massacred over 5 million of them in 1967 to 1970. Like, why would you kill them? To keep them to be part of Nigeria, of what we are now experiencing? So it doesn't make any sense. So they killed them because they enjoyed killing them. So they met with Nnamdi Kanu. They wanted him to just take his cut, take a pay, and walk away. He won't walk away. And they were so surprised. Devulumai orchestrated that meeting. I remember that time in 2017. He actually urged for that meeting. But Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know, maybe he was just like, so pissed off with them. He's the kind of guy that usually if you probably try to talk to him and undermine him by saying, you know what, let's take care of you. Don't worry yourself about this whole thing. People like me, for someone like that, I would take that as an insult. Like when you see me and say, Mayegun, you see all this thing, you are just abusing all these politicians, eh? Come on, why don't you just make yourself available, make them take care of you, Baba? Nobody, all these people you are trying to speak for, eh? No, none of them really care, Mayegun. If they give you money, Baba collector, that's an insult. I swear, if you say that to my face, right? No matter how good intentioned you are, like you have good intention, you just said yours, I'll see it as an insult. And sometimes I may flare up. And you'll be surprised. Why are you angry? I just thought I should. No. You think it's actually so nice, Abi, so cool to project people and feel like when people try to speak out for whatever cause they choose, they must be doing it because of what they want to benefit from it. Like some of you don't probably see it that way. You don't see that saying that to people. Some of you say, well, I'm just testing you. Abo Yawiri, Nita don't test. Show Yawiri. Talon Fori Buruku test. Igbala Balabala Bere, Igbara Bere, love and kissy. You are a leader, eh? Don't talk. Show Yawiri. I bet that's exactly what happened between Nnamdi Kanu and these people. Probably they spoke to him and told him that, listen, you know what I mean? All these things, we can't really do them. Let's pay you off and walk away. And he said no. They said they should go and kill him. So when somebody say, Mayegun, if they bring something, collect time. Mayegun, see, if they offer you anything, you can. Well, show Yahweh ni. Look, me at mo ya eri.
Àbọ̀lọ̀ fẹ́ bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ níbo ló ti mọ̀ mí bó lè mi àti ẹ ti dàpọ̀ kí ló dé mi àti ẹ pọ̀.
Not be everybody where they talk here, they look for somebody where go can't give them peanut to. Do you know that? Some of you don't even know. Well, sorry, it's Nigeria, isn't it? Nnamdi Kanu no gree. They say me they go kill him, shoot him. The idiots. Very, very stupid boy. We called a meeting, a whole lot, governors, eh? We spoke to him for like 4 hours. He walked out of here like a king. We were even respecting him. He came here and he was making demand. Who is he? But they don't have the liver to kill Nnamdi Kanu. They have to run back to their Janjaweed their backers, the people who gave them the power in Abuja. Oh yeah, you can go ahead. I told you people, I said, the reason why Nnamdi Kanu is vulnerable and exposed to those who want him dead or mock him in Nigeria is because those who are supposed to keep him safe, protect him, they are intimidated by him. They are scared of what he is capable of doing. They are scared of losing the privileges they are enjoying in case if Nnamdi Kanu should turn on them. Because they are scared and they are so cowardish, right? They are so much of cowards. They can't even do anything to tackle him. They have to go and use a thought and say, yeah, and because they want the Biafrans to be killed and slaughtered, that's why you have soldiers in Eastern Nigeria. Take that to the bank. The day you see the soldiers in Yoruba land patrolling everywhere with reckless abandon, you will understand the difference between what they are doing in Eastern Nigeria and those who allow them. And if they try that in Yoruba land, what is going to be the reaction of that? They will dare not. Same thing that they won't do in Northern Nigeria. Even those, we are being sort of harassed and killed almost every day by their SARS. I understand that, but you will never see them do what they are doing in Eastern Nigeria anywhere in Yoruba land. You know why? Because people are so sensitive to some of these things, right? And so many of us will indeed never praise or sing the praise of the criminals who are going to set that up. But in Eastern Nigeria, all the governors agreed. Kill him, kill them, anywhere you see them. They are thugs, they are miscreants, they are this. They started calling them this. They have been spending billions on propaganda to let you see, anywhere you see IPOB, you must be looking at them as terrorists. All these things are paid propaganda after the failure when they first laid the red carpet to buy him. And he was like, not available for sale. That changed the story. And since then, thousands of people have been killed in the name of trying to curb the influence of Nnamdi Kanu in eastern Nigeria. We will spread the fear. We will kill every young person that we can identify with them so that we can spread that fear. Nnamdi Kanu, we cannot let that spread. Now, look at it today. It's not been around, but there's no peace. They met today. They were not talking like they did in 2017. They met today that they do holy. May God come help them. Now they are now saying that Nigerian government that failed to respect their own court judgments, playing hanky-panky with the judicial process of a man that they are keeping on constitutionally. The governors met, the usual, maybe then drink brukutu and the rest of that. But for the camera, they said they are meeting because of Nnamdi Kanu, the insecurity in eastern Nigeria, and the way to beg Buhari to please let him go. Nnamdi Kanu said he won't beg Buhari. If you beg him, if you make deal with him, you are on your own. The last time you went to beg Buhari and you told Buhari to leave Nnamdi Kanu, he will obey you and the rest of that. He told you, whatever deal you signed with them is your deal, not me. He will never sit with him. And the only time he will ever have to sit with any of those criminals in Nigeria will be when they are discussing on how and what should be done to see the emergence of a Biafra. That's why I said, right? The Igbo governors, ladies and gentlemen, today in Enugu, nothing really sensible, but just the usual. Just watch them.
I don't want to call you the other one. Your Excellencies, my apologies. Bro, Excellency, yeah, I just see you for the first time. Bro, how are you? Thank you. Congratulations. Congrats. I will call you that one. No, don't mind that. Oh, yeah,
Okay. Hello.
Todos remain na biko bahara ya tụziere ya aka ka o duo anyị ka ndị Igbo maa mma ka anyị otu anyị na mbụ anyị nọrọ ka ọ dịrị oge mma mere nwaanyị.
So they are asking Buhari to send more soldiers. They need more soldiers to patrol the motorways, the expressways, the roads and all that in eastern Nigeria so as to curb the insecurity and all that. And they said they want political solution, whatever that means. Nnamdi Kanu has won in court. That should have been something you take to Buhari and say, well, Mr. Our region is bleeding. And keeping Nnamdi Kanu is even making it worse. If you want peace and progress in eastern Nigeria with what Buhari has done so far, Nnamdi Kanu should first of all be freed, and every other thing can follow. I don't know how they think anyway, but again, they were praying that God should come and intervene in what is going on in Eastern Nigeria. But up north, they have this song for Tinubu. You can dance if you understand what they are singing. They've told me the meaning. I won't waste my time telling you. I'll wait for Ahmed to call in. I'm going to take 1 or 2 calls. Then I'm going to call it tonight, okay? Now, if you are still watching me, right, you can still like the video. Share it. Olori Brukuni Facebook. Share your gets now. I don't know what is really wrong with them, but they deliberately and intentionally shut over 99% of my viewers out. They know they receive notification. Some of them cannot even comment or share the video. But for those of you who are around, I managed to sit here, all right? Thank you so much, okay? You can still like and share. I'm going to take calls when I get back. And that will be after this music.
Ga gyada tubus tubus, ga gyada tubus tubus, ga gyada tubus tubus, ga gyada tubus tubus, tana da saukin ci tubus tubus, ga gyada tubus tubus, gyada tubus tubus ko gyada marau marau, ga gyada tubus tubus, kuji sakarcin masu tsintsiya, ga gyada tubus sai ku sa masa namkin da rariya, ga gyada tubus dan kasa dole su nuna turjiya, ga gyada tubus hannuwa na ga suna mamar ga gyada tubus tubus.
APC ta bare.
Na ka shi ke ba da kai gida. Gwamnatin rashawa da halin guda. Yanzu dai za ku kife a gargada. Dole ganga a hada da amada. Ɗan kasa zafa gyaɗa tubus-tubus. A Kano tubus-tubus. Kai a ƙasa ma tubus-tubus. APC tubus-tubus. Masu shara bana sun yi ruduwa. Kan siyarar rabu sun yi kaduwa. Wutar rigima na ta ruruwa. Da alama ƙarshen su na zuwa. Babu jagoranci tubus. Honorable M. Nasir Ja'oji. Shi ya ce ayi waka da rangaji. Yanzu NNPP ce da aji. Ita al'umma ke ta so su ji. Jam'iyyar nasu dukansu sun gaji. Honorable M. Nasir gai da ɗan kwarai. Kaga gwarzo nan ka fi sakarai. Ɗan amana ne kai.
70 years old man.